Come fly with me. Are you feeling trapped by circumstances, by what's going on in the world, limiting beliefs that you hold, that you think are the be all and end all for you? Well, you know, you've watched me for a while and you've seen me go through amazing things. And what I know is that in shamanic sessions, what I find and what my students find and what my clients find is that they can tap into a resource for themselves using a constant rhythmic drum beat. So it goes like this. And in doing that, what happens is the brain drops into a deep meditative state that other people have to spend years meditating, focusing, sitting, walking, but you have the ability in just a few moments using my method of the constant rhythmic drum beat, looking at your shamanic journeys for the lessons, for the healing, for what to do next. And you show up in it as the enlightened spiritual warrior. So if you've been feeling trapped, if you've been feeling locked down, if you've been feeling held back by self-doubt and uncertainty that's being kindled like crazy right now, blow on the fire and get it to burst into flames. If you've been feeling those things, then I'm going to invite you to say yes. And first of all, have a call with me so we can find out what's truly on your heart, where it is that you are destined to live. Because you know what? Deep within, your spirit knows this. And you know, science isn't always accurate. And yet a lot of us build our beliefs based on science that's mutable, that's being opened up on a regular basis and allowed to see things that they haven't seen before. But you know, science is slow, spirit is quick. So when you have this ability to have a shamanic session, you tap into your own deep knowing, your own resources, your ability to rise above any storm becomes, it becomes just like that. It becomes and you feel, well, if you're like me, and you will feel held, you will feel cared for, and you will be able to know that your intuition is that which guides you. You know, we can look to science, but if you notice, it's changing. The things that they thought a few years ago about humankind on the planet, about the way that we built things, the way that we do things, has all been changing. So spirit is constant, and it's something you can rely on no matter what, no matter your circumstances, no matter your country, no matter your religion, no matter what. You have the ability to do that. So I'm going to talk to you for a little moment about, well, two things. First of all, I'm going to show you this card that someone gave me. She needed a hero, so she became one. You know, we all need to and get to be heroes in our own life. You know, there's a story that says no one is coming to rescue you. And, you know, for a lot of us, we're like, oh, well, no, I wasn't expecting that. But deep down in the subconscious, you were expecting this. You were told, you know, if you were a little girl a long time ago, you were told that someone would gallop in on a white horse, scoop you up, you would get the shoe, and you would live happily ever after. Well, the reality is, happily ever after is a daily occurrence. You get to decide every day what's true for you, what's right for you, and which direction to move. Now, for me and my students and my clients, what happens is that we get to lean into something, you know, and nothing is better than knowing someone has got your back and someone who has no agenda. You know, the thing about spirit wants your highest and best or better. Now, I'm going to tell you a little something about fear. The thing about fear is in the body response to fear and excitement is very, very similar. What happens almost immediately is we see something, the reptilian brain back there jumps into action and says, oh, it's something to be afraid of. What if we can take a moment, put our hands on our heart, take a nice deep breath and wonder, is this something I need to fear? Or is this just my reptilian brain continuing to make me hypervigilant, to make me worry, to make me wonder? And so when you find out, when it happens, that what you do is you allow your reptilian brain. And the thing is that on my YouTube channel, there is a reptilian brain massage. So pop over there and look at it and do the reptilian. You know, I say it lives right back down here. And what it does is it snaps into action before you even can take a breath. So when you start to feel anxious, when you start to feel fear, then take a moment, put your hand on your heart and ask, is this a bear or a bus? Is the bus going to run over me? Is the bear going to try to eat me? And if it's not, give yourself the gift of taking a breath. And in that little moment of taking a breath, what you do is you activate another emotion, another ability to bring into your consciousness excitement rather than fear. So fear and anxiety and all of those are a flip side of excitement. So how can you find more excitement in your life? Well, my way is to do a journey. And so, are you ready to spread your wings? To embrace the life you really are destined for? So many of us hold ourselves back. We go, oh, that dream is too big for me. Oh, I couldn't have that. And you know, I took the summer off and it was a little challenging for me to show up. I didn't yesterday because I was like, I don't want to. And then someone called me and said, you know, I've been missing your drumming. And that's really all it takes, isn't it? Just someone saying, someone giving us a word of encouragement. So I'm giving you a word of encouragement to look at your limiting beliefs. Hang on one second. Someone called in. Isn't that fabulous? So you put this call out to the universe about showing up, about tapping into your own intuition, to your own deep knowing, and someone shows up. All right, so wake up, dream bigger. Do not listen to the snooze. The snooze is designed to have us be agitated, to have us be fearful, to think that what's going on for you is disadvantageous to me. So we don't trust each other. And honestly, it comes down It comes down to driving your car, having your signal on, and someone else having their signal on, and you don't trust that they're going to turn the corner. So you wait, and you wait, and you wait, and you wait until they turn the corner because you don't trust. And so what is it that you're not trusting? Is it really you're not trusting them? Or is it really you're not trusting yourself? So let's raise the vibe to love and above. Let's drop into our heart space. Let's look at our big dreams. And let's never give up. All right, so The reptilian brain's job is to be hyper vigilant, to keep you safe at all costs. It will stop you from having adventures. It will stop you from turning corners. It will stop you from acquiring your dreams because its job is to keep you safe. Now, safety, I watched this little boy a couple of days ago. He said, most of us will languish in the hell of comfort rather than the discomfort of heaven. So think about that. We will do the same old, achieving the same old, rather than getting out of our comfort zone. So does that sound like you? Sounds like most of us. We fear the unknown because it's unfamiliar. We do it with places to go. We do it with foods we eat. We do it with things that we drink. We need, what would be lovely for all of us is to trust our own deep knowing. And when you have a guide, when you have a spirit guide that already knows you, you don't have to tell your story. That spirit guide has been there waiting for you to ask. Think about that. Waiting on the world to change. So you get to be the change that you're looking for. If you want something different in your life, do something different. And, if you've been following me for a while, I'm doing a lot different now. So hanging on to your material, to your material possessions just because they fill a void is actually holding you back. So if you need a hero, become your hero. If you need someone to take charge, be that person who takes charge. If you want more trust in your life, trust yourself and trust others. So it comes down to looking deep within. Once we do that, once we connect with spirit, there's no stopping us. So that's the joy of doing shamanic work, having guides, having yourself be your own hero, having a destination without knowing what the pathway is, just knowing you can rely on your guides. All right, let's give away some love so we can get some. So energize your hands, put your hands on your heart, and you'll notice in the description that there's a call. It says, say yes. And so message me. Because are you ready to take flight? Are you ready to actually predetermine your own life? That takes a lot of courage. It takes a lot of standing up for yourself. It takes a lot of grounding. It takes a lot of opening up your chakras so you can align with the divine. All right. So here's what we're doing. I open fully and freely to give, accept, and embrace all the good the universe has for me. One more time. I open up fully and freely. Give it away, give it away, give it away. Look at all the shadows behind me, giving it away. All right. And accepting big old bowls with your hands and embracing, put it in your heart. All the good the universe has for me. One more time. I open fully and freely to give, accept, and embrace all the good the universe has for me. Namaste, aho, bliss, and in case no one has told you so far today, you are amazing. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. If you're watching on the replay, blessings on you. And sign up for a complimentary conversation with me where we look at what's on your heart. What's on your heart to manifest? What's on your heart for your desires and how you can bring it into reality. Easy peasy. With help. Okay, bye-bye everyone.